Hello and welcome to IFFI News. We bring to you all the latest happenings and celebrities visiting at the Film Fest. Top happenings at IFFI. The open forum at Inox Courtyard discussed the subject IFFI in Goa, a vision for the future. Information Secretary P. Krishnamurthy and Mr. Mike Pandey, President of Indian Documentary Producers Association, put forth their views. Here's what they had to say.
There's a talk about round-the-year activities. I think it's a good idea. We would be looking at that. There are various other festivals. For example, short film festivals, which was used to be part of the IFFI till last year, has been dealing this year. So we were looking at having it as a separate festival altogether. There could be other language festivals could be held. There could be workshops. There could be seminars. These are the activities we are looking at because the kind of facilities that are created should be used round the year. Otherwise, there's no point in creating such facilities. Another announcement that the Chief Minister has already made is that we would be constructing a festival complex with a festival theater accommodating about 2,500 to 3,000 people somewhere in the vicinity of Panjim, which will be a festival complex where the festival will take place in an integrated way where all film bazaar, etc., all these activities will be located. I suppose that in 2 years' time, if I'm not wrong, by 2014, if everything goes well, we should have a festival complex ready for the IFFI 2014. There are some issues raised by colleagues here regarding the facilities for Goan filmmakers. I think we already have a scheme for financing the Goan filmmakers for producing Konkani and Marathi films. We are having a relook at that. In fact, that's under now revision. We hope that we will try and meet the aspirations of the Goan filmmakers. There is also a single window clearance facility for film shooting in Goa by the ESG. That's the reason we have many producers, directors coming to Goa to shoot their films.
The first day at this platform, Mr. Wagh saying that they were toying with the idea of a film city in Goa or on the outskirts of Goa. I think that's a very positive thought. It may be in its early stages. IDPA, which is a 56-year-old organization, is willing to hold workshops here. Also, since I'm involved with feature films also, and have been for a long time, we have no problems mentoring Goan filmmakers so they get the exposure that is required to make meaningful films that are worthy of exhibition. And for that, we need a support from the government, and we are ready to work just like with the central government. IDP is a public-private partner, and we get a lot of support from them that can extend to Goa and the film culture here. With the National Center, International Center, we can have a collaborative effort and keep showcasing award-winning films so that there's exposure, there's a cross-section of exposure.
Christina Deek, director of Aglaya, director Phyllis Albinsman, Aili Makin, the producer of The Stranger, Christine Francois, director of Secret of the Ant Children, and Dovil Gassenet, director of Narcissus, interacted with the media on Thursday at Panji. Speaking about how their movies are received in their respective countries, all the directors stated that Hollywood movies always score over local language movies. They discussed problems faced by women as film producers.
Yes, in film industry, especially directors are men, and people think women can't do that. But no, I think women have analytic view and emotional power. So I think women directors are rises now. You know, in history, women artists always pressed, but I think we all carry this woman's power.
I know a lot of directors who make a film about women, and that is very good. But the women make films always woman and child, not a man. Why? That is the question.
In France, we have many women directors, but we can see that the budget of the movie of the woman are smaller. It's difficult to be
the finance. There are lots of female directors in France, but unfortunately their budgets are very minimum compared to what the men are given.
Okay. Mais
Pourquoi assez? Pourquoi?
I don't know.
It's always been her vision, even as a child, that she would fight this difference between the male and the female, and it has always been a struggle, and today she has achieved the thing that, you know, they are equal, and she's come across what she wanted to do.
Nandamuri Balakrishna has received a rare honor. He has been invited by the organizers of the prestigious IFFI at the closing ceremony scheduled to take place on 30th November. IFFI director Shankar Mohan announced this at Panji on Thursday. Internationally acclaimed filmmaker Meera Nair's new movie, The Reluctant Fundamentalist, will be at the closing film at IFFI.
Tomorrow is the 30th of November, and tomorrow is the closing ceremony for this edition of the 43rd International Film Festival. The function will start at 4 p.m. tomorrow evening at the football grounds, like the opening function happened. It's a brief 1.5 hours function, and at 6 p.m. we will have the audiences moving towards Kala Academy, where we will screen the closing film, which is Reluctant Fundamentalist by Meera Nair. Meera Nair, the very eminent filmmaker, Indian filmmaker, who has got a lot of films to her credit, would also be there at the football grounds as well as at Kala Academy. For the chief guest at the closing function tomorrow, we have the very eminent film actor Nandamuri Balakrishna. He is the son of the very eminent N.T. Ramarao. He's done more than 100 films in his acting capacity, and he would personally be present as the chief guest. As the guest of honor, we also have with us the very eminent Australian filmmaker, Mr. Paul Cox. Mr. Paul Cox has been to India a number of times, and he's made films in India also. He shot very extensively in India. He's come to India as early as in 1970 to shoot a documentary on Calcutta, which he appropriately called Calcutta itself. So these two are the very eminent people who would be there for the opening of the closing function for tomorrow evening's final finale of the festival. And the function would be moderated by two very eminent people, Ronit Roy and Simon Singh. So these are briefly what is going to happen tomorrow evening at the closing function of the 43rd International Film Festival.
Question for the day is our special segment where we ask the delegates and guests present at IFFI 2012 their opinion on a particular topic related to the film festival and Goa. The latest question we put forward was, what steps can be taken to improve IFFI with regards to content and organization? Here is what some of the delegates and guests had to say.
I am Antonio Frois, and my suggestion for the next IFFI 2013, the delegates should get parking within the IFFI campus. Parking has been a big problem, especially for those with four-wheelers. Those who register themselves as IFFI delegates, and for some obvious reasons, if they can't make it, there should be an option for cancellation, and those who are in waiting should get a chance to register themselves as delegates, even in between of IFFI.
म्हजें नांव मंदार तळावलीकर आनी म्हाका अशें दिसता की फुडल्या वर्सा जर IFFI इम्प्रूव जातले जाल्यार जे डेलिगेट पास इश्यू करतात ताजेर कितें तरी कंट्रोल आसपा जाय. ताका लागून कितें करपा जाय की रजिस्ट्रेशन जें आसा ऑनलायन तें 3 म्हयने पयलीं इंटरनॅशनल लोकांक खातीर ओपन करपा जाय. 1 म्हयन्या पयलीं नॅशनल म्हणजे बाकीचे इंडियनच्यान येता तांकां, आनी जवळ जवळ 8 दीस पयलीं फक्त गोंयच्या लोकांक करपा जाय. कित्याक खूब फावटी अशें जाता की लोकल पयलीं पास पयलीं डेलिगेट पासाक रजिस्ट्रेट करता पूण ते हांगा ताचो उपयोग करनात, आनी ताका लागून खुबशे लोक भायल्यान येता हांगा आनी तांकां IFFI पळोवपाक मेळना किंवा रजिस्ट्रेशन बंद जाल्लें आसता. ताका लागून लोकलांक सगळ्यान नंतर म्हणजे एक 7 दीस पयलींच करपा जाय. दुसरी गोश्ट म्हटल्यार कॅन्सलेशनचे ऑप्शन कांयच नाशिल्ल्या कारणान समजा जर लोक भायल्यान आतां मुंबयच्यान येता किंवा इंटरनॅशनल लेवलाच्यान येता आनी तांकां जर कॅन्सल करपा जाय जाल्यार तांकां कॅन्सल करपाक मेळना. ताका लागून ते डेलिगेट पास जे आसा जरी नंबर खूब एक 12,000 जरी गेले म्हटले जाल्यार प्रत्यक्षान फक्त एक 4-5 हजार पासूच उपयोगान येता. ते कंट्रोलान हाडपाची सामकी गरज आसा.
Now Goa is the perfect venue where I think screening on beaches can happen. Beautiful beaches, and people will love to watch movies, love some grandeur, entertaining movies on sitting on beaches, enjoying their other activities as well, you know, with good sound effects and all. So I think beach screening will be a lovely thing for IFFI, which I think Cannes is doing. I don't think any festival in India is doing yet. So let's hope next year we watch a movie on beach.
It would be very nice if instead of ferry, auto rickshaw ferry, you can provide through that canal transportation of delegates from this venue to Kala Academy. If you can provide seaways transportation, that will be very nice and people will enjoy it, I suppose.
Vindu Dara Singh's son, who was at IFFI during the presentation of the film Sikandar-e-Azam, homage to Dara Singh, spoke to our reporters Rohit Wadkar and Prajot Pednekar. Stating that he was born while Sikandar-e-Azam was being produced, he narrated an interesting incident of his father leaving his mother at maternity hospital to attend the shooting of the movie.
So Vindu ji, कैसा लग रहा है गोवा में आके for International Film Festival?
I think it's beautiful. बहुत कमाल का इन लोगों ने अरेंजमेंट किया है. It's wonderful. इतने 12,000 पता नहीं 15,000 लोग. It's amazing ये ऐसा करना. And especially thanks मैं बोलना चाहूँगा इन लोगों के डैड की पिक्चर चलाई और राजेश जी की पिक्चर चलाई. ये कि हंगल साहब तक की पिक्चर चलाई. तो that's how it should be. You must remember all the contribution उन्होंने जो किया है. And beautiful. I think बहुत अच्छी तरह organized है. And hats off. यानी हमारे ज़रूर ये जो मोहन जी, तनु जी और बाकी सारे जितने वर्कर्स हैं जिन्होंने ये काम किया, आई थिंक आई शुड सल्यूट देम.
इस पिक्चर के बारे में कुछ याद है आपको, ऐसा कोई मेमोरीज जो आप शेयर करना चाहोगे हमारे साथ?
ये फिल्म मुझे लगता है यही वही फिल्म है जिसकी शूटिंग पे डैड जा रहे थे जब मैं पैदा होने वाला था. और वो हॉस्पिटल में थे मम्मी के पास, मुझे लगता है 7 बजे, और 8 बजे के आसपास उन्होंने कहा चलो अब मैं निकलता हूँ क्योंकि ये तो पैदा नहीं हो रहा, ये लड़की है या लड़का वो भी नहीं पता होता था उस ज़माने में. तो डैड निकले हैं और मैं होली फैमिली हॉस्पिटल में पैदा हो गया और मम्मी से बोला जल्दी से फ़ोन करो, उनको निकले नहीं होंगे घर पे. तो घर पे थे हम लोग, कब खार में रहते थे, और डैड भाग के वापस आए और मुझे देखा और फिर वो सिकंदर-ए-आज़म की शूटिंग पे गए. आई थिंक ये वही फिल्म है जो अब देख रहे हैं हम, और आंखें भर आती हैं उनको देख के. इतने हैंडसम, और मुमताज़ आंटी भी बहुत बहुत ब्यूटीफुल.
बड़े दिल वाला कुछ याद आया आपको? बिग बॉस 3 इसके बारे में कुछ कहना चाहोगे आप?
बिग बॉस एक अलग ही शो है, बहुत ही खतरनाक शो है, और बड़े दिल वाला वो लोगों ने टाइटल दे दिया, क्रूज भी दे दी, माल भी दे दिया. तो आई थिंक थैंक यू बिग बॉस. बिग बॉस हमेशा मेरे दिल के बहुत करीब रहेगा. एंड बहुत लोग अभी भी आज भी पूछते हैं कि इज़ इट रिग्ड, इज़ इट एनीथिंग. 101% इतना भी बिग बॉस के अंदर कुछ भी रिग्ड नहीं होता. सिर्फ यही है कि आप लोग शॉक्ड होते हो क्योंकि 24 घंटे वो 40 मिनट में दिखा रहे होते हैं. तो ये शॉक्ड कि फाइट से सडनली सब ठीक कैसे हो गया 10 मिनट के बाद.
कहते हैं कि आप अपने आप को जानने लगते हो एक शो में आके. स्पेशली बिग बॉस ऐसा शो है कि आप यू ट्राई टू एक्सप्लोर योरसेल्फ. आपने किया एक्सप्लोर अपने आप को खुद को?
नहीं, मैं तो कल की बात भूल जाता हूँ, तो बिग बॉस भी भूल गया हूँ. लेकिन बिग बॉस में आपको वो नानी याद करवा देते हैं, और जितनी हार्डशिप्स मेरी लाइफ में कभी नहीं हुई वो 3 महीने में उन्होंने इतनी दे दी कि थोड़े बाल ग्रे व्रे हो गए. तो वो बिग बॉस की वजह से है. हाँ,
टेंशन क्यों?
हाँ.